Hello, people. There's people here already, man. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to Fantastic Comics and Art. Last week, today, live. As I hide my son's bib that we like to put over there. Let's see who's here already today. Mr. Durs, first in, first in. C. Bizzle, how are you? Smash it like it owed you money. Yeah, I like that idea. Well, Bore. Madam, I see is also here. Scotty, fanboy, how are you, sir? Paul, the Dr. Van Houten, Van Hoot, Van Houten is in the house. There's Madam again. Let's see who else we got. Very well done. Yeah, in case you didn't know. So Saturday mornings, I like to do our grocery shopping first thing because I don't like crowds. So I make sure that I go to Trader Joe's like anywhere between 8 and 9 o'clock. I like to be in the door there. And then I'll meander a little bit afterwards. Mr. Brian LCS, how are you, sir? Gary B, Evil, how are you? Yeah, I like to be in there early. Then I get my little Starbucks, which is my little treat for getting there early. Honey, we have a discussion about that, which I'm going to ask you guys about in a second. And then because I'm a good husband, I stopped at a deli on the way back. If you're not from New York and New Jersey, a deli is not the city in India. It's a place where you get sandwiches and whatnot. Yeah, Gary B, shout out to Saturday morning shopping. Yeah, so I got in, and by the time I put the groceries and whatnot away, it was about 10 to 10, and I jumped into Fanboy's chat, just as Fanboy Prime's chat, great live show, just to see what was ending. So it was kind of like, I like to think of it as a last panel cameo, if you will. Brian, come on. You're from where we are. You're from where I am, rather. It's Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. That's what I got. I sent you that picture, by the way. You could tell when you're getting older when sliding into DMs doesn't mean what it used to mean. It means now just sending food pictures back and forth. I was thinking that yesterday. I messaged one of my friends. We used to talk constantly about things like bands and comedy shows, and now I wound up messaging him at 8:30 at night on a Friday. Hey man, Halo Top is on sale at Walmart. And you know what? Don't regret it because it's tasty, and getting things on sale is a good thing. But we should talk about comics, I guess. Like my, I don't know, I can't think of words. Oh, before I forget, quick random poll. Just answer in the chat. How much coffee is too much? How many cups of coffee?
That's not the debate.
Are too much?
That's not the debate.
Well, you want to come over here and explain the debate?
I can't be the baby. When I be the baby, I'll come over there.
Oh, wait. Do you want to come on camera? We'll tag.
When did you start drinking coffee?
Like you mean in my lifetime?
Yes, officially.
I had coffee way before I met you, honey.
Yeah, no.
All right.
That's not what your mom said. So.
Here's the deal. What my mom said. My mom has said a lot of weird.
Your mom said when you were living with her, you weren't drinking coffee. So all of a sudden, you need coffee to wake up.
First of all, I don't need coffee to drink.
Yes, you do.
Wake up. See, I don't drink soda.
You say you need coffee to wake up every morning.
Yeah. See, here's the deal. When my wife and I met, I kind of, I don't know what the word is. I don't want to say scammed or catfished. What? But when I met my wife, I was very much health conscious and in shape and didn't drink coffee. I drank green tea. And then at some point, I had an injury. I tore my bicep and couldn't work out and pretty much haven't since. And I started enjoying coffee. I had a nice little mocha pot that unfortunately we don't have anymore because our stove was too high and it melted the handle off, and my wife won't let me get another one. I'm going to get one at some point. Yeah, so my wife now, she sees me using our Keurig, and if I have more than one cup, she thinks it's too much. So, but I beg to differ. So I had my little cappuccino from Starbucks. Well, Boar, how are you? And now this isn't even real. Wait, first of all, this isn't really even coffee. This is
the. Coffee to wake up is my argument.
And what I'm telling you is that I'm not drinking it necessarily to wake up. I'm drinking it because I enjoy it.
Always tell me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we talk about comics now? Or? I like Brian. I didn't read much today. I actually started reading last night because I was like, "Holy crap! I didn't read any comics." No new pickups. I had some stuff come in the mail. We've been doing our unboxings on Mondays, so go and check in. Is Digger Jim here? I didn't see that. I didn't see Digger Jim come in. If he did come in, let's see. I trusted he came in. Why would you guys say hi if he didn't actually come in? Digger Jim, how are you? 4 cups. Digger Jim says 4 cups is too much. I agree with you on that one.
Mugs are how many ounces each? 20?
10 to 20.
It is.
10 to 12 ounces.
They're big mugs.
This is 10 ounces.
They're big mugs.
This is a 10-ounce cup.
You fill them up to the brim.
Go ahead and look at the setting on the machine. It'll tell you 10 ounces.
Yeah, no, it's not 10 ounces.
And also, the Starbucks this morning was a grande.
And that was how many ounces?
Zach is here.
30?
No, grande is the smallest one.
That's not small. It's a big cup.
No, that's part of. Don't you remember watching Role Models? That whole discussion because he was yelling at venti, and then somebody corrected him. Well, venti means 20. Grande is like the smallest. Zach, Evil did 24 ounce. I thought he said 24 coffees at once, just to say, goddamn. No, he did 24 ounce cups. Yeah, yeah. Like this is a 12-ounce mug. I put 10 ounces in it because I also put in.
That's not 12-ounce mug. That's larger than 12-ounce mug.
It's a 12-ounce mug.
No, it's not. No. You want to bet?
I put 10 ounces in it.
I'll bet you
because I put the collagen peptides in it, and you can't stir it.
Tank or square mug. Think about it.
After the show, I will show you.
Okay, I'll show you.
I'll update everybody online. Yeah, so we've been doing our unboxings on Mondays, but we really do it after the show, but just show it on Mondays. So, spoiler, or I don't know. I do want to remind everybody the 200 subscriber 2-year giveaway celebration is still going. There's 2 weeks left before we're going to do the actual giveaway. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that as part of this show on that Saturday, or do it the following Sunday, or do it the Saturday after that. We'll figure that out. I want to do what I call a modified duck race, which we're discussing. Which it's not the duck race you think it is, because I can't do screen share because I use a phone, and that's okay. It is. 6 ounces is in a normal cup of coffee. 6 ounces feels like a shot, in my opinion. And by the way, this isn't coffee. This is InstaFuel chai, which is made from tiger nuts, which apparently is a nut. Not made from real tigers. So there you go. Again, 200 subscriber giveaway, 2 years. If you don't know how that works, again, make a video highlighting 3 channels you like to watch that have nothing to do with comics. I'm just interested. I'm being nosy. It doesn't have to be fancy. If you really wanted to, you could just jump on the screen and say X, Y, and Z, and that's it. That's up to you. Tiger nuts, exactly, Trev. And how are you, Trev? Yes, I love my Mario cup as well. I also have a Warp Pipe cup. And by the way, if you ever want to see people in a meeting freak out, like I work from home, so we have a lot of Teams meetings or Zoom meetings, whatever you want to use. And just be casually in your meeting when everybody's up on like the Brady Bunch vision, where you have everybody has their own square. And it was like, and you see people looking like, is he drinking out of a question mark mug? Is a fire flower going to pop out? It's fun. Actually, my boss's boss, catfishing nuts. My boss's boss one day when he was like, "Are you drinking out of a Super Mario mug?" And I was like, "You're damn right I am," and that's why I don't get promoted. That's a joke. What? There's nothing wrong in that. My wife was shaking her head. I know she's shaking her head at me, or like, what life decisions did I make?
No.
No, I know. Yeah, and you could win either comics. I'm gonna say between 5 to 10 comics. I'm gonna figure that a different way. I was gonna bring up the box that I have the comics in. Granted, you're not getting anything top tier. Although I think I might be wrong. Come to think about it, I think the first appearance of, I can't think of the villain's name, but she'll be the villain supposedly in the Marvels movie. That trailer just dropped this week. Uh, is in there. I have the Justice League as my screensaver. Good. See, that's weird because I'm in corporate and they don't let you change your screen anymore. So, yeah, because people used to have all their own custom screensavers, and they put a stop to that because it's corporate. Yeah, you can win comics, of course. There is a slab. Don't get too excited. It's not a huge slab, but it's a slab nonetheless. Or you can win original art. We're going to have a different kind of way of doing that. Maybe completely random, or maybe your choice. Haven't decided yet. But yeah, the box itself. I was going to bring it up, and I just decided to be lazy. It's a diaper box filled with comics. If you don't know what that reference is, you have to check out the last episode that I had of Love and Comics. And shout out again to Gary B's 1011. Was it the 10-1 or no? I'm sorry. It was, I think it was in the hot seat. The episode with Angel, which was hilarious because that's where I got the idea for the diaper boxes. So it's a diaper box, which is about, I'm gonna say, 1.5 short boxes filled with comics. So you have some choices there. Have you ever done a video showing off your art or your skill? Yes, I have a couple videos where I show off some of my artwork. I did a live stream for Comics Sharing Cancer where I painted a Spider-Man picture. Somebody won it. They never showed it off, which I kind of felt a way about, but whatever. Love the OA and stickers. I don't have any stickers. Just haven't done it yet. It was a 10-1-1 and it was hilarious. Gary B's, I have to say, 10-1-1s I can't usually catch live, but the replays are, yeah, I usually have them playing like in the background while I'm working or something like that. Great. Me too, Chop stickers. Yeah, I should get some. We'll work on it. So what did I read this week? Exterminators #4 and Exterminators #5. Gary, I know that you like old school New Mutants and X-Men stuff. The Spider-Man piece you did was awesome. Thank you. Gary B, if you haven't checked this out, I think that you really would. This, I have to say, this is the end of the series, and I know this ended a couple months ago. I just got the last 2. This has been the most fun I've had reading a comic all year long. It was just hilarious. It was a good premise as well. It worked all around. I have to say, I love the artwork. I didn't see who the first guy's name, Gomez. What I really like too, Lee Williams. If you're unfamiliar, she did the most recent volume of X Factor that ended in the first Hellfire Gala. That wasn't that great. I think it was missing one more issue in there to really flesh out the story. That's just my opinion. She also did, if you remember, and I didn't realize this until recently when I was organizing, if you read right before the Krakoan Age of X-Men, they had the Age of X-Man, I think, going on, which was like a little alternate reality type of thing. And there was a book, I think that was also called The Exterminators, and was very good. They had a romance in it between Psylocke and the Blob, which was great. And that was the highlight of that era. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I liked the Uncanny during that era. Some of those offshoots weren't so great, but this, yeah. And I love that too, Evil. They did a little bit of cosplay. And I kind of took it as a bit of a wink and a nod at, Lee Williams. I think she's gotten a lot of she's gotten a bad rap, I think, through some diehards, especially during her X Factor run. And she's one of these writers that people accuse of writing with an agenda. I don't think that's necessarily the case. At least I don't see it. But I think that she's kind of making fun of that a little bit in here. Whatever it is, it works. It's fun, and you should read it. All 5 parts are available now. You can easily get them at your LCS, or if not, they're easy to find online. You could probably also read them digitally at this point. Matthew, did you like Exterminators? Yes? Okay. He's smiling. Got a bad rip. I don't know what that is. Sorry. Yeah, and I'm thinking too, you have a lot of, I'll say this. Yes, my channel, I don't have a huge amount of followers. I do appreciate everybody following, of course. There's one channel that keeps popping up on my YouTube, just with the algorithm. It's not somebody that is part of our community, at least that I'm aware of. A huge following, Mother of Men. Got a dead rep. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, Evil. I feel like I didn't study. Yeah, Sea Bizzle. It was very fun. I'm not going to say the name of the channel, and if you enjoy watching it, whatever. Every single time, like, it's like, oh, this sounds like an interesting topic. I've never seen the guy talk about something he doesn't hate. It's like, how many hours can you go talking about things that you hate? Books you did the art in during 2021. I don't know. I didn't know. Is that the one with what's her face? Khaleesi? I don't know. I didn't know that she did artwork, to be honest with you. You just educated me. Yeah, so my point is that I don't get the hate. I'm not one who's gonna, of course, if I dislike something, I'm gonna tell you about it. I'm not gonna harp on it. At least I'm not gonna try to. I kind of, okay. Yeah, I didn't read it. I just remembered it had something to do with Khaleesi, and I think it was kind of here and gone. But I'm going to tell you about something I really, really enjoyed. I understand I'm probably the last person to talk about this at this point because these books have been out a while. The last time I went to my LCS last month, they had issue number 5, and I realized, hey, so his channel is him ranting. Pretty much, but he gets like thousands of views off of that, which, I don't know, it's kind of sad, in my opinion. So this is a book, again, went to my LCS. I picked up issue 5, and I'm like, hold on a second, I have issues 1 and 2, but they didn't give me 3 and 4. So I got to go prep. Yes, everybody remember to check out Gary B at 12 noon Eastern. Him and Madam have a great little show where they look at Conan the Barbarian art. My wife and I like to watch it together. Little guy's usually sleeping by then, but if he was up, he'd be watching with us because he likes watching YouTube. When we're up here and we're watching your channels, he's watching too, and he's smiling. He doesn't understand it, but he thinks that anybody talking to a camera is talking directly to him, and it's adorable. Any comic person that just rants. If I'll message you. No, it's not CJ. See, when CJ rants, it's hilarious, and I understand that where it's coming from. This one, I don't get it. But maybe I'll message it to you. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to spread that thing in it. I honestly would not be on my radar if it didn't pop up on my algorithm so often. Anyway, this book, and again, everybody's probably talked about this already. Junkyard Joe, issues number 3, issue number 4. And I also read, I had a little marathon. Issue number 5, not realizing I had 2 separate covers. Kenneth, how are you, sir? I gotta say, I really love this series. I don't know, Evil. I don't know. You know what, Scotty? And I was thinking about you when I was reading this because it's very much, yeah. I mean, on the surface, it's about a robot soldier going back to his war buddy, but it's really about so much more than that. It's about overcoming pain. It's about overcoming grief. Um, and you can see that reflected both not only in Junkyard Joe, but also the main character whose name escapes me at the moment, and also the kids, the neighbors. Mike, after the streamer, after you're done watching YouTube today, treat yourself, watch the rest of them, read the rest of them, because I was kind of the same way. Issue 1 I thought was okay. 3, 4, and 5 really picked it up for me. I have to say that. Yeah, one more before they say this volume. So I don't know if they're moving on in the unnamed universe that they've started with Geiger, or if there's just another volume in particular. I have to, yeah, it really has been phenomenal. Hands down, it's probably been my favorite read of the year so far. You know, yes, I enjoyed, and I know I just said Exterminators was the most fun I've had. 2 different categories in my mind, but yeah, honey, when this is done, you really like this. That's all I'm saying. She just looked at me like, yeah, okay, jerk. She didn't say jerk. I threw that in. No, a big Geiger fan in Junkyard Joe just was waiting. Yeah, no, I like Junkyard Joe better than I liked Geiger. I'll say that. Geiger was good. I also liked the little fill-in that they had. The guy from the Continental Army, or from the British Army. I don't remember which one it was. Junkyard Joe, in my mind, though, has been the top of this universe. And I'll say this. I'm going to talk about this, I think, in a future video. I shouldn't say that because I say that and then I just never make the video. Jeff Johns does what Marvel and DC should be doing. I don't know if anybody has a way to get in touch with X11 Bravo, but I feel like we should all send copies of this to X11 Bravo to send to some veterans. And I'll tell you exactly why. As I said, solid story, solid artwork. I think this is Gary Frank's best work. To be honest with you, I like this better than his work in Doomsday Clock. I'll say that much. So we get to the end of each issue. And the first thing, you know, of course, you have your letter page. But what they have here, because nobody writes letters anymore, especially the comics, you have a story, historical story about a vet. Buddy, like 2 more minutes, please. But then, even past this, he has information on Veterans Aid, homeless veterans, and really how you can help and donate or just make a difference. Just a little QR code, just scan it. And that is what I've been saying with Marvel and DC. Look, Marvel and DC next month or later this month is putting out, Three Good Nerds, how are you? Is putting out their Asian appreciation covers and everything. And look, some of the covers are great. They're going to make some money off of them. I really love the Catwoman cover that Frank Cho did. But guess what? DC is going to collect that money, and it's going to go in their pockets. And I understand that comics and publishers are a business. And yeah, they should get cash for it. I'm not saying that they shouldn't. However, in my opinion, if you have, and I've said this before, you're probably sick of me saying this, if I'm selling a comic that says this is a celebration of Women's History Month, this is a celebration of Black History Month, we need an Italian American Appreciation Month in there in October, people. But besides that, if I'm making that book, I'm thinking you're making all this money off of variants. Throw a little bone to the actual charities and causes that you're championing. You know, DC, next month, you sell your Asian American covers, give like 1/10 of that even to some Asian American charity or something like that. And, look, make no mistake, at least that I'm aware of, Jeff Johns isn't giving extra money Australians. I don't know, maybe. Um, I don't know that he's donating any money towards veterans, but I know in the back of the book, just by having those, little kind of inserts itself, the story itself, I'll be honest with you, I think champions the cause of veterans more than anything I've seen, artistically. But again, just even raising awareness or even giving you the ability to just scan your phone and throw them a couple bucks if you could. Yeah, so Jeff Johns, good on you. I will forever buy what Jeff Johns is doing because of that. Cheers to Jeff Johns. Matt, what's Jeff Johns? That's all I read this week. If you want to see what I have coming, or what I bought rather, and it came in the mail, you're gonna have to check out the channel on Monday. We're gonna do a little unboxing as soon as my wife is done. Maybe before or after Gary B's show. Other things. What are you guys reading? Trying to think of what else. What else has been going on this week? Yeah, so my ALKs I've been talking about. Yeah, and that's 1,000% hits it, and it doesn't make it in a way where it feels like a PSA. It is just well done all around. Yeah, my ALKs went out last week. People are starting to get them this week. I'll say this: there are 1, 2, 3 in the community that are at large that people haven't seen yet. They got where they're supposed to go. There are 2 that I have to hand deliver. 3 I have to hand deliver. Once all those are out there, I will put a little video together of not so much the making of process, because I had some issues during that, but I can explain that, of course. But yeah, put a little video together, and of course showing them off as well. What else? The Marvels trailer dropped. I had a little thing on my community tab there. I really enjoyed the Marvels trailer so far. It looks funny. I'm not going to go to movie theater. I'm going to wait till it hits Disney Plus. That's just what I do. Predictably so, some people are automatically like hating on it. It's like, okay, that's great. What kind of struck me as strange, I remember reading one comment. Somebody said there's 60 plus years of stories, and this is the best they could come up with the movie. It's like, well, the movies don't follow the book. That's just kind of how it goes. And Ms. Marvel, Kamala, has not been around for 60 years. That's besides the point. But I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, I finally watched and finished The Boys. I've never read The Boys. But I have to say, I really enjoyed that series. The last season was a little but overall I liked it. C. Bizzle, let's see. Started reading the new Captain America event, Cold War. I think I'm going to read that digitally. I kind of felt a certain way about it when they showed Bucky as a villain. And I thought it was kind of funny, too. They had the one picture, he had a man bun, and he had his metal hand petting a white cat. And I was like, oh, Bucky's becoming Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. Okay. Noctera. I like reading Noctera. Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Miles Morales, I jumped off of. I jumped on, again, with issue number 1. I only read issue 1. And it was well done, but I could see that it was a little bit past me. And that was fine. Again, I could read it digitally. Not everything out there is for us. I like the character Miles, read him for a while. Jumped off after Bendis stopped writing him, but it's just me. Yeah, I do enjoy Noctera. I'm kind of curious to see where that goes. I think, I'm trying to think, is the Noctera volume, did that just start up? Yeah, I think that just started up again. Yeah, the last volume of Noctera, I wasn't a huge fan of when it started, but it grabbed me at the very kind of last part of it. The issue, though, there was so much of a gap that I didn't realize between what happened at the end of it and what happened in the Val special that stuff happened to Val. It didn't pick up for me yet. But hey, yeah, and I'm noticing that the indie books I've read, Noctera, the whole Unnamed universe, Monstrous, Undiscovered Country, all of them like to take these breaks, which um, can detract from the book. I think that, oh, Scotty, thank you. I think that it works in the term of unnamed because you're dealing with different characters at that time. Yeah, I should point out too, by the way, because people have been asking me how I picked who I picked. This is a project I started in October, and originally was intended to get out in time for Christmas, and just didn't. Will there be more coming out? Maybe. You know, again, if you participate in that contest, where again you make me a video, you do a little comment, or you make a donation to the Carl Ruiz Scholarship Foundation, you get an entry in. And you know, look, if you win original art, I have no problem making one for you. That's just how it goes. Yeah, I didn't talk about that enough. I do, you know, even if you're not doing it for an entry, I do want to encourage you to donate to the Carl Ruiz Scholarship Foundation. You know, in all my videos, you see I wear this Ruizing hat. I have several videos on Ruizing. Simply put, Ruizing is living your life to the best, enjoying every moment of it, not being sucked in by, for lack of a better word, FOMO. And you know, Carl Ruiz, if you don't know, he was a celebrity chef. I first knew him through Opie Radio from Opie and Anthony. Then saw him on the Food Network. He was a regular on Guy's Grocery Games. Highly entertaining man. Died way too young, which is a reminder we all have to take care of ourselves. Something I try to be a little bit more mindful of because of the little guy. You know, look, I'm 43 years old. I'll be 44 in a month. And my little guy is 1 year old. Makes you think, you know, you have to take care of yourself so that you're here as long as you can be. So I didn't want to end on a downer note. Hopefully you didn't see that as a downer. Zars, I don't know that I'm familiar with you, but hello. Zars, we're actually just ending the show. Thank you. I love the mug too. Yeah, so I didn't have a huge amount to talk about today. Trying to think, anything else I want to mention? No, not really. So the only thing I'm going to say is, you know, I'm giving you a half hour back. Get yourself some coffee. You know, maybe a glass of water or something like that. Whatever you want. Whatever snacks or whatever. Sit back, go watch Gary B's channel about a half hour. Him and Madam have a really nice show that they put together. And again, you got 2 weeks left to participate in the 200 subscriber 2-year giveaway. And I want to say again, everybody who had nice words to say about the artwork, or whether you just checked in or check in every week, thank you so much. I really appreciate you doing that. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. With that said, thanks again for watching. Hope that I gave you a little bit of information today. Yeah, definitely check out Junkyard Joe Evil. In fact, I want to see what you think. So I just gave you a little bit of content. Glitter and duct tape. Hi, hello, and goodbye. Yeah, peace, love, and comics. Take care, everybody.